welcome back to Las Vegas. You are listening to the Crazy Sexy Cool podcast, where we give our black ass millennial opinions about the crazy, the sexy, and the cool hot topics. I'm Bethany. We have Meek to my left and Elizabeth to my right. What's up, ladies?
Y'all. No, sorry.
Woo-ha!
Sorry.
Yes, I love that energy. What's the rhyme? Yeah. B for Buster, you see?
I love Buster.
So, real quick, I need to tell y'all about a dream that I had. So first off, a quick backstory. So last week, I was in Mandalay Bay, and I walked by our old place of, employment, Light nightclub, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a picture outside of Light. And I'm like bundled up. I have on like this big ass black coat and a black sweater and matching pants. And I take a picture, got my hand up, like, boom. I post it on my Instagram story, and I kid you not, 4 people asked me if I'm pregnant.
What?
I had to go back and look at this picture like, oh, I do look a little like round in the stomach. I don't know if it was just my sweater, but sometimes when I take pictures, like I arch my back, even though you can't see and I'm like super bundled up, but that's just how I take my pictures. And I was bothered. I almost deleted it, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm not pregnant. But at the same time, I kind of felt the need, like, do I need to like take a picture of me like drinking or something? Because I'm not pregnant. But it bothered me so much that I end up having a dream that I was getting a sonogram, an ultrasound, to find out the sex of this baby in my dream. Like,
so what was it?
So you know what? Well, I didn't get that far. I didn't get that far in the dream because I have a way of being able to navigate my dreams. Like, I know I'm dreaming. And like, if I'm having a scary dream, I can tell myself like, hey, don't panic. You're just having a dream. This is fake. We're cool. And so I kind of did that. Yeah, lucid dreaming, yes. And so that's what I did in that moment. But, they say when you have a dream about pregnancy, that means you have like a big idea.
Yeah, that you're going to give birth to. No, I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. It just really bothered me. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not pregnant. But I have been gaining weight.
Side note, hold on. These 4 people obviously do not know you, because at the end of the day, if you were pregnant, the last thing you would be doing is posting a picture on any social media.
Right.
Anywhere.
Letting anyone know.
When I was pregnant with Prince 7 years ago, when I was pregnant, you did not see not nan photo.
Me
and
either.
Even if I did post a picture of me pregnant, you couldn't tell that I was pregnant. Like, I was super skinny and I was just all belly. So there was ways that I could hide. Like, I took a picture in a sweater with something tied around my waist and no one picked up on it. I was like, but
also, second, I love how you said I can navigate through nightmares. You talking about being pregnant.
Nightmare.
Hey, we do that one. This is a no-fly zone, okay?
Yeah.
No
kids.
No kids. No.
Hey.
No matter. Hey. No. Wait, I saw a post the other day, and the girl had a dream like yours. She was like, if I was to, she said, it was something like, if I was to get pregnant, I would have to figure out who the baby mama is, because it sure ain't gonna be me.
Y'all seen our post? We said that the guy is at Walgreens in our Crocs getting that Plan B. Ain't nobody pregnant over here, honey.
No, we did not do that. F that. I'm not depending on no man who can't control his fucking pull-out game to go get my Plan B. I'm gonna have that bitch on deck. You understand? Nightstand. But let me go ahead and pop one of these. Look at that.
Yo. Speaking of Plan Bs, someone did not take one. There was this text thread that was leaked shortly after we recorded. I got on Twitter and I see Von Miller was trending. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on with Von Miller? And I didn't see the text thread until I had to go to like Instagram and see the Shade Room and see what was going on, because everyone was just cracking jokes. Twitter doesn't take anything seriously. Like, they're going to make a joke out of everything. So apparently, Von and his ex-fiance, they broke up. But she has just revealed that she is pregnant. And to Von, he thinks it's a terrible idea for her to have a baby. He went on a full tangent talking about how he does not want her to keep the baby. So in the text, he says, "I hate you. You never change. You'll forever be what you are. Fuck you and everything you stand for, pussy. You a lying bitch. That's all you will ever be. Fuck you. I hate you. I hate I wasted my time fucking with you. I should have left your dog ass in the streets."
Jesus.
Now, I would tell you, just 2 weeks before that, he sent her text saying, "My dick is rock hard." He said, "I'm so horny. You want to fuck and make up, or you still want to beef? I got 2 days left in me." And she's like, 2 more days to beef. But I guess at that point, she's already pregnant. So they were broken up. Clearly, they're still fucking around. And she's pregnant. And he says, "I'm so disappointed in myself. This is the biggest mistake of my life. I'm honestly praying for a miscarriage." Not only that, he also said that she should have an abortion. He called her he called the baby a keep a nigga baby. Like, I guess when you break up with a guy or he breaks up with you, to try to keep him around, you say that I'm pregnant. It's just the silliest thing. Like, I had to Google and find out Von Miller of the Denver Broncos. How old is this guy? This guy is 31. And this is a woman that he was in a full-out relationship with, ex-fiance.
Publicly.
And yeah, publicly. And for him to just go on this tangent in text, knowing that this is forever. Like, you send us in a text, it's a simple screenshot. Do you know how petty she could be to post this for everyone to see and everyone to judge you for what you're saying? And all his whole thing is, "Oh, she's lying, it's cap, blah, blah, blah." It's like, bro, we see this shit. And I've seen Von in Vegas. He seems like the guy who would turn up and, like, he's super fun and crazy, but nothing about these texts seem fake. It seemed like it's something that he would absolutely say.
I don't think the text messages are fake. But the thing is, like how you said, they were in a relationship for a cool minute, not a cool minute, but like a long enough time. Like, I think at one point she even stayed with him. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that she know that side of Vaughn. You know what I mean? Like, right. This is ongoing type of not communication, because that's definitely not communicating, but behavior, right? That has gone on now. The only thing is because she beat him to the punch of making it public. We don't know what her interaction is with him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, is it just toxic altogether? Yeah, I have a couple of things where it's like, when you are with someone and you lack a healthy communication between that person, basically it's toxic ass behavior. Do you post it and make it public? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, for like the world to judge like that. I'm not trying to say that what he said was right. Not saying that. But do you make it public? Because I, on the other hand, feel like it's one of those situations where, like, girl, he been talking to you like that. And I'm not trying to say that it's okay. But what I'm saying is there's been numerous times of him talking to you like that, and you turn around and said y'all made up and, like, continued on with this relationship. So if ever you want to turn around and try to, like, fix it, it's just going to make it a little bit more difficult, because now you've aired y'all, not just
dirty laundry,
but y'all's dirty laundry around this baby that y'all having together. You get what I'm
We've seen this
saying?
before with like Summer Walker. She'll go and talk big cash shit about
I
London,
don't I don't
and then
support
they
that
right back
either.
together. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so toxic.
I especially when it involves like both of the like, and I'm not victim shaming because like I said, I'm not in the bed with them. I don't know what the whole situation is between the two of them, but um this is serious. Y'all are bringing a life into the world. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
this is serious. So now it's not even a thing of like trying to, you know, trying to outdo the other and hurt the other more. You know, it's not about that. Like y'all need to in some way sustain a healthy relationship as much as you possibly can. Me, on the other hand, I went through that. You know what I'm saying? Like I went through that exact thing, and it was times I wanted to post shit. You know what I mean? But I was like, why do I
Right.
feel like I'm like only if the world knew what I was going through? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's like at the end of the day, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm not in no way am I bashing my BD because we are in an amazing space right now when it comes to co-parenting with our amazing son. But
Hallelujah.
I do think the fact that I did not air our dirty laundry when it was so raw and so fresh like that allows that growth to happen. I think that it would have been very complicated if I was sitting up here posting stuff and like, you know what I mean? Like my like just like your like Prince's father, like he was in the public eye. So it's like it's different. This is not like
Yeah.
regular Tom, Dick, or Harry that work at Walmart. Like it's different when like the public eye is on them. Like that's something you got to think about because at the end of the day, it's going to come back on you. You're the one that's carrying the
Absolutely.
child. That's the thing that a lot of women don't understand is that you want the man to feel certain some type of way, or you want the world to know. But at the end of the day, because you're the carrier of the child, it comes back. I think it does. You
No,
know,
I
like
definitely agree with you. I
yeah,
definitely agree with you
it
because
ends up coming back.
yeah, the situation is disgusting. How they're going back and forth with each other. I mean, they both need to literally kind of grow up in a sense. Um, that's how I feel about it. But I definitely wouldn't air my dirty laundry to the whole world and the public, knowing that the child of your father is in the public eye. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Also, men and women toxic at. You see, when I was talking about demon dick, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was talking about demon dick, granted, you know
Our
the
demon dick ain't bad.
no, that's the point. It's bomb as shit. It's some of the best dick on market. Like it's some of the best dick on market. It's not bad.
Is
It's
it is it
amazing.
always is it always attached to a toxic nigga?
Yes, that's the reason why it's demon. Like if you got
Yeah.
good dick and you can communicate, you know, have a healthy community, you just got good dick. But if you got good dick and like you got toxic ass ways, like when you in that situation, it's intoxifying. Like you got extreme highs, but let me tell you, the lows are like they're like bone chilling, like for sure. And
Yeah.
it's dangerous to continuously have not only sex but unprotected sex with somebody that you just keep bumping heads with. Like cold, like I said before, raising a child, you need both parents. Y'all can't sit there, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this on my own. No,
Yeah, no, honey.
Yeah.
no.
But
Don't work like that.
I was really disturbed about him like praying for a miscarriage.
Yeah, man.
That part was crazy because it for some reason this immediately made me think of DL Hughley. Do you guys like know what happened with DL? Like he cheated on his wife and made a baby. And he said he had prayed to God asking him to quote unquote take this off of me. His 9-month-old baby ended up being killed by his mistress's boyfriend.
What?
So like it look,
That's crazy.
having shit you
That's
can't
crazy,
like that
man.
into the universe.
You just
And then
can't.
we think about like guys like Reggie Bush who like paid a woman to have an abortion and she never got it. Like you like paying millions to
That's
have.
what I'm saying, yo. And then like, look, and all this verbiage of trap a nigga, baby. Look, love. If you weren't reckless with your fucking semen, girls wouldn't be able to trap a nigga.
So
That's just like I do not like the lack of accountability when men just want to just shoot up the club. I
mean,
hate it.
we have to also think about Paul George, who, he had a baby by a stripper. I think he was trying to pay her off to have an abortion. And now I think they're like engaged with 2 kids. Like,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Crazy.
But I want to ask you guys, like, if you were in this situation and you see this guy like begging you for an abortion, saying that he wishes that you have a miscarriage, would you have a baby with this guy?
No.
Okay.
My answer is no.
You would abort your child.
Not necessarily say I would abort. I just wouldn't get it that far where.
No, I'm saying if
you're pregnant,
you're pretty much okay. So if
you
I'm
tell
pregnant,
him,
I
you
just
tell,
wanted to.
you
I
tell
was
him
literally
you're pregnant, and he says, "I don't want to have a baby, have an abortion."
He just will never see us ever again.
You would disappear. You would have the baby, but
I will have a baby, but and if he choose to try later on and apologize and try to be in the baby's life, I'll allow him to be in the baby's life because I never want to take that away from my baby. But if he just came out and said that to me after I told him I was pregnant, I'm out. Like, I don't. Not that saying I don't need you, but I'm not about to deal with that stress while being pregnant. Like, that's just too much. Telling me all that stuff, like you very emotional when you're pregnant. So
that's what I was just about to say. That men don't realize that, like, once they go ahead and implant that seed with our egg, that like our body is no longer our body. It's like a Decepticon. No, let me stop. You know what I mean? Like, it's like complete like system not overload, but what is it, like hijacking the system or whatever. Like, your emotions are high, like the way you think is completely different. I automatically went into protective mode. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like that
hibernated.
The mommy mode.
I protect myself, so that means I'm shutting everything down.
Out.
Yeah. So like and so like men definitely are unaware of that, and like they just want to go and say what the fuck they want to say. Now, granted, I'm not trying to say that men should not voice their concerns or them unwanting the child. I feel like, you have that right, but please be aware of the words that are coming out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also at the end of the day, if you went on ahead and you bust your seed, love, please realize at that moment in time, that's when you made your choice. I don't want to.
But you have men who are like, well, she said she was on birth control. She said she was going to take a plan B. She said,
Meek said, take accountability for your actions, my brother.
Once you decided, once that shit started really feeling like my grandma said, once you got that good feeling and you decide to just go ahead and just, let all that shit out, you made your choice. You made your choice. So that whole, I don't have a choice in this, love. Don't you realize is that if you didn't make your choice, we wouldn't be in this situation right now? Now it's up to me. You know what I'm saying? It's tennis, baby. Like, that's how it goes. It's tennis. Like, so, yeah. Granted, me on the other hand, like I said before, I was in a similar situation, and I want to say this clearly because, like I said, like when it comes to the father of my child, I'm not dragging him through the mud. I am not down,
You don't have to give no disclaimer.
No, I need to, like, because this shit's about to be posted, and like shit on the internet lives forever. So I need to like make it known. And also, like, I do believe that people grow, and you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he was in a certain state of mind at that time, and he has grown and through all of it has become an amazing father. So
look at you being mature and shit. Yes,
no, that's facts. But y'all know me. I'm also about being in reality. So I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like everything was peachy cream. But like, it was like it was some hard times, and we both had to grow. Disclaimer already said. Anywho, I was in that situation. I was in that exact situation, and when I made my decision, I looked at it as me taking my accountability. At the time, I was 26 years old, and I was like, look, Meek, you around here laying up with a man that you barely fucking know. and allowing him to shoot the club up inside of you. You're mature enough and you understand what those consequences are. You too old and too mature to be going around and going to get an abortion just because you don't like the situation. If you didn't like the situation, your ass shouldn't have been laying down and having niggas shoot up the club. Simple as that. So I decided that I'm going to keep my baby. And I also decided to accept any and all circumstances. So if that meant that I was going to have to be a single mother and my child would never know who his father was, I accepted. Did I want that? Absolutely not. But I accepted that because I accepted my accountability from my actions. So I understand the question, and it is challenging when it's like the man doesn't want the child, but I wouldn't have my amazing blessing that I have right now, and I wouldn't change that for the world. So yeah, I'm keeping my baby. Like,
yeah.
And to be honest, like I would, even though the circumstances is not what his dad wanted, because his dad was one of those guys where it's like, I want to have a wife, I want to have a picket fence and all that type of stuff. I know he wouldn't change it. Like the way he loves on that boy, like, like Eli is literally his best friend. So I don't think, he would be like, oh yeah, take Eli back. Like never. Right. He would never say shit like that. So.
What, Bethany, you keeping it or what?
Yeah. Like if I was in this exact situation, yes. But I will say though, like now me at my big age, yes. Now had I been in my 20s, I'd probably be like, fuck all of this. I want to rid myself from this entire situation. I probably would have had an abortion and never talk to this nigga ever again in my life. Yeah. Like, because I feel like that's a very harsh way to end things. And there's no turning back. There's no looking back after that is done. Ain't no going back to this nigga. Ain't none of that. Yeah, it's a wrap on that.
And also like to wish something like a miscarriage, like, man, look, people say don't question God, but it's certain things where I'm like, like the fact that men, and if I'm wrong, men, please speak up. But like, I feel like men don't have no feelings unless they have love and emotional connection to the woman. There's no feelings when there's a child lost or like there's an abortion. Like we go through shit. Like when those things happen, it's hard. It's traumatic. It is not something that you just like, oh yeah, hell that, fuck that shit. Let's go. We gonna get this shit.
I have guy friends who had a baby on the way, and and it was a woman that they weren't in a relationship with, but they were excited about becoming a father.
That's different.
They weren't excited about the situation. But it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be a dad, and the woman lost the baby, and they were like fucked up.
No, right?
Because I guess had to kind of hype themselves up about what was about to happen, and they got to a certain mindset, like, oh, I'm about to be a dad, like I'm gonna make the best of this situation, even if me and her aren't cool. Right. And then for that to happen, it was kind of like, fuck. I was really excited for this. So there are situations where guys,
even what you just mentioned kind of coincides with what I just said, because they had to hype themselves up to get ready. Like there's not this and this is not for all women, but from most women that I've had talks with, they say like once you find out you're pregnant, your state of mind is there's a switch that just like, you know what I mean? Like happens. Yeah, like it just happens. It doesn't happen for all women, but a lot of women, express that. So, but I just, men, come on now, like, please, like, it's a very fragile, very emotional state. Please do better and be a lot more conscious of like the words that are coming out your mouth, and please realize that the shit that's coming out your mouth are actual curses. You know what I mean? Like you're putting that shit in the universe, like they're spells. You know what I mean? Like please recognize that. And even if you don't, and look, if you don't see that woman as someone that you want bearing your child, stop busting in her.
Going in the rock.
Look, there's way more women on this planet Earth than there are men. You can find a woman somewhere where you be like, you know what? don't know if I want to be with her, but she'll be a decent mom. Like, busting her. Busting her. Don't go and just busting and like just busting. Be selective with your semen.
Right? I feel like Vaughn is just mad. He's in his feelings. Because she also said, like, nigga, you've been trying to get me pregnant, and now I'm pregnant. Now you want to act like this?
But that's the reason why I say, like, should she even like have aired that? Because it's like this nigga been talking to you like this, dog. Especially he a Aries. I'm not surprised that nigga talks like that. Like, real talk. Not surprised. Like when Aries are mad, they want to say the most like hurtful shit.
That's true. Like, my son is an Aries.
The most hurtful shit possible.
My mom gave him a spanking, and he told his dad later, like, I don't want her here. I don't love her. Like, just saying the meanest shit. I'm like, Brent.
Yo.
Like, he wants to cut deep. He wants you to feel.
He wants you to believe. It's like,
inside.
Aries are definitely like that.
No, for real. My mom was an Aries. Y'all don't even know what I had to deal with. I used to be like, wow.
Yeah,
the things
but they
I used
also
to have
love really hard. They also love really hard.
No, facts. As to why he's so pissed off. Like,
right.
Yeah.
I will not be surprised if they end up engaged and married, raising like 2 or 3 more kids, and then he become a football coach somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really would not be surprised. Coach. No, because really it takes a certain type of woman to, like, you know what I mean, to be able to take those blows.
So I've been talking to this guy. We're, getting to know each other, and he asked me, what are 5 qualities in a partner that, I look for? And one that came to mind immediately was compassion. I need someone who is compassionate, who can show empathy and sympathy for folks. Like how you were saying, Meek, when a woman is pregnant, like to understand that she's going through a huge change hormonally, emotionally, like, on all fronts. And I need someone who understands, like, compassion and trying to understand what someone else is going through and trying to see things from other people's perspective. And I feel like Vaughn right here has no compassion.
All he sees is red.
Period. Yeah, he just
well, once again, I'm really not trying to victim shame, but like I said before, I don't know what else was in that text thread. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what kind of conversation they was having, but all he saw was red. He was like,
yeah,
man down, look at that. Wait, so what was that was one, what was the other 4?
Oh, Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Sense of humor. I need you to be able to, like, we got to laugh about shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't be the only funny one up in here. Okay.
Goofy ass.
Sense of humor, compassion. So he said personality traits and or physical traits. One was, I need good sex. I need someone who cares about having good sex.
Yeah. I hate those people that say the sex doesn't matter.
Right, like, get the fuck.
Your relationship is whack. Your relationship is whack.
Next. Thank you. Next.
Sorry. Sex is important. I am sorry. It is.
If our sex is whack, I'm going to cheat on you. Just saying. We might as well just not do it. Like,
like, I'm not one of those girls. It's like
if it's whack, you're gonna tell them. So
no, fact, no. And I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to, like, teach him. But we just can't get it. Like, yeah, this is where the road ends for you. This is it.
Did you guys read that article that I sent you from XO Nicole? It was like, there's no such thing as bad sex. Did you guys read that?
No, and I wanted to. I had to get back to it.
So they're basically saying there's no such thing as bad sex, but as far as, like, chemistry, maybe you and this person just don't click. So it's not bad sex, it's bad chemistry.
No, and that was a bad article, because there's definitely a such thing as bad sex. No, it's definitely a thing as bad sex. Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
So, have you had bad sex with someone that you're like you were super into and
Yeah.
like had good sex before, and then all of a sudden it was just like
That's
so?
chemistry.
So what made it bad?
So that part of it is chemistry, but but when I realized I was doing all the work, you know what I mean? Like it was me that was like,
Being selfish.
you know, because like I said, I'm theatrical. I'm not gonna say I'm theatrical, but you know, I could be.
You are theatrical.
I am, but
she's with the theatrics. That's for sure.
No, facts. But like I put on a show, like, and the reason why I do it is because, and it's not fake, it's like real. But I feel like, you know, you got to like start the energy or whatever, and it's like to kind of get us both to that level, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't mind taking the lead sometimes, but then when I start to like fall back and start seeing what he was bringing to the table, and this motherfucker, when I tell you, was bringing nothing, like nothing.
So he's
then,
lazy.
Like even the stroke was whack. Like
wow.
It was bad. It was really, really bad. And I was like, damn, I'm that good that at those moments I was fucking myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I was fucking myself. That's how.
When did you realize that though?
Like I don't know. I just got like into it, and I was like, let me just chill real quick. You know what I mean? Let me just see what he gonna bring to the table. I mean,
so at one point you just kind of used him like a toy, and then you were like, wait, I'm putting in all the work.
Right. And it was like, because like, and when I say I'm putting in all the work, it's because like I said before, I'm a pleaser. So like, you know what I mean? I don't mind like, you know, the kissing, the touching, and all that other stuff. But
okay, look, this is what it says. 1, your motives are unclear.
Oh.
Like you both come in maybe wanting 2 different things. Because some people, there are some women who are just like, oh, my husband wants to have sex, so I'm gonna just lay here and just let him get what he wants. And then he's like, oh, this shit was whack, but I got mine.
False.
Okay. Number 2, the energy is way off.
The energy could be off.
But wait, time out. The energy goes into sex, so why are they trying to like separate the two? Like put it this way: if we both want sex, like I get horny like a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I want sex.
You all women are not like that.
No. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about my experience. So like I wanted sex. He wanted sex really bad. Like he excited. So like our energies matched, but his energy and performance was not the same as mine. So I feel like the energy and performance of sex is a part of sex. Like you can't separate.
And then you tried to teach him, and it still didn't do anything.
Girl, it's such thing as bad sex.
Your face.
Some people don't. Some people just. I don't know. Maybe some people come from like a selfish angle of sex. I don't know, but like there's definitely
Number 3, you've always got to be inebriated. So high, drunk, you know, popping a pill to.
Not always, but I have been in a situation where I had sex with somebody I was into, and then I had sex with them sober, and it wasn't the same.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes a difference.
Yeah.
4, you're rushing.
Nah, I'm not rushing.
Bro, this is a bad article. They didn't do enough research. They really didn't do enough research. Like, I do not support this article.
And 5, there's no foreplay or afterplay. Afterplay. I like afterplay.
Mm-hmm. Bro, why are they separating things that involve sex? So are they only counting sex as just like penetration? Like, what do they count as sex?
I guess it really depends on what people consider as bad sex. It's all objective. Because for some people, like, you could be with a guy and he thought it was amazing, but you was like, man, that shit was whack.
No, facts. So, no, like, you're giving this article a little bit too much credit, because I'm talking about what they categorize as bad sex. Because they the one who
I don't think you understand. I'm literally fucking with you right now. you over here talking bad sex. No.
That's absolutely not.
Bullshit. No, because No, the reason why is because like I've experienced it, and like no, some things are just bad. Like some like rhythm is off. You know what I mean? Don't pay attention to like they partner. It's like having a bad dance partner. You know what I mean? When you go low, they go high. Like what we doing?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to dip you and twirl you, you know.
Yeah. Don't know how to
Experience.
joke and jive. Look at that.
Joke and jive.
I cannot remember what my fifth one was as far as qualities in a partner.
What's your qualities, Elizabeth? 5. Physical, personality, and
That was it. Physical and yeah. She's scratching her head like, bitch.
We're gonna have to come back to it because I don't know yet. Because I'm still trying to figure out if I want to date.
When he asked me,
I'm out my race right now.
They can't be black.
Oh, that's what it was. That was my fifth. That was my fifth. That was my fifth. He has to be black. So what? Say that again, Meek. What
he
about
can't be black? That's number 1 for Elizabeth. Elizabeth has sworn off a black man for 2021.
I put them on pause.
You put him on hold.
Put them on hold.
Would you get you a girlfriend?
No, I can't do bitches.
She'll be fighting that bitch. Elizabeth be fighting that bitch.
Out.
Look, because Elizabeth can't do that sensitive shit. Like let some girl talk about, I'm on my period, babe. She's like, look, bitch, well go bleed at your own damn house. Like, cause I ain't got no time for your bullshit.
That's
really great.
Meek, what are your 5? Do you have?
Yes.
While Liz thinks of hers.
Okay. I need a sense of humor.
Hello.
I need you to be consciously aware of yourself, of others, and I'm not going to say with the higher power because I also enjoy having conversations with people that's on different journeys. So like I think that's a bit like I said sense of humor, consciously aware. We gotta have a similar taste in music. I talked to this dude, and the type of music he listens to just completely just like turned me the fuck off. Like he was like, you know, okay, this is gonna be so rude, but you know, it's a thing called like offbeat rap. It's really not. I just made it up. But you know, it's like that D grade rap, and I'm like, where the fuck did you find this shit? Like,
what race was he?
He was white, but like he was like riding around in his car listening to this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck are you listening to? And it just made it really. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, oh my god, listen to what he's saying. He's so. I'm like, no,
like absolutely not.
But the crazy thing is, I have a wide variety of music that I love. Like shit, I was cleaning the house listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers today. You know what I mean? So like but it's just certain shit where I'm like, yeah, no. Music, sense of humor.
You look stressed trying to think of this.
Who? Her or me?
You, Meek.
I'm not talking. I'm like, I'm not talking. What are you talking
about? I'm still one from you. Compassionate, empathy. Oh, dang, we only get 5. Okay, I want to take the music one out because that's not as important. I want someone that's open-minded with understanding. Like, even if you come in with your beliefs or whatever, you know, like, have an open mind to like hear someone else out and maybe like and also able to apply understanding, because I hate that those one-sided ass motherfuckers where it's like no, and it's like they don't have no rhyme or reason, like they can't support it. My rule of thumb is that if I can argue your statement or ask a question and you can't answer it, like you can't support it. You know what I'm saying? Because like you can't say that it's like a concrete belief if I could find a hole in it. So have like an open mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that 5 or that was 4?
I have a lot, so yeah, go ahead.
No, give us one more for good measure, just in case. You said you got a lot. What's good?
Honesty. No, straightforward. I like clear communication.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like things to be sugar coated or let me know how it is. Like if you just want to fuck, just say I just want some ass today. You know what I mean? Like that would take you a lot further than like, hey,
right, giving me the runaround.
What did you eat today? And what like.
You don't give a fuck.
You don't care.
Wait,
you don't give,
wait.
You don't give a fuck
No,
that I ate oatmeal
yesterday.
and granola with 3 strawberries and a banana. You don't give a fuck that I ate that. Like, so let's stop acting like that. Yeah. Now, if you really do care about that, let's have a conversation. But like, don't do that. Like, it doesn't.
True. All right, Liz, what you got?
I'm also gonna steal humor as well. You have to have a good sense of humor because I'm goofy as shit. I want you to be romantically aggressive.
Oh,
okay, that's a good one. No, I think that one. Okay.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
So did you deal with a guy that just wasn't romantic and you're like, I need that, and he doesn't?
Yeah, it was like, you know, I tried to even set the moods where it's like, you know, set the room and the moods and the lingerie, and it still was just like nothing. And not even just romantic. It wasn't aggressive enough for me. Like, I need you to choke me. I need you to throw me against the wall. I need you to bend me over.
Absolutely. It's something about a man where he don't give a fuck and he can just express how his want for you. Like not obsession. Not because like
I'm not crazy.
Yeah, because it's a thin line, but I feel you on that. Like
so in a perfect situation, let's say you got a room, you got the lingerie, the mood is set. He walks through the door. What would be your ideal situation? Like, what would he do?
Okay, once we close that door, I want you to throw me against the wall. I want you to choke me. I want you to bend me over, smack my ass. Tell me what you want me to do. Throw me against the room. Oh,
pull the hair.
You can pull it, not too hard, cause my neck. But you can pull the hair, like shit. It's on.
So, is this something that you want every day?
Enough. I'm a pleaser too. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to please my man, whatever his desires is, but like, I would like that often. It don't have to be every day. I mean,
but even like the little grabs, like say if you like washing the dishes and he just come and just grab your ass, you know what I mean? Like, you know, little like.
All right, let's go to the bathroom real quick. Go in the room.
No, that's real.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that one, Liz.
Yeah, okay. That's a real good one.
Okay, give us some more. I got 3 more.
That was 2, right? Direct communication as well. Be direct with what you want. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm a big girl. Tell me what you want, and I'm gonna tell you what I want. Be thoughtful. Just I don't know. Just I don't like surprises, but then again, I don't mind a surprise every now and then, if that makes sense.
Wait, time out. Why do you not like surprises?
Because if it's something I don't like, I'm not gonna wear it or put it
on my car. Okay, so put it this way. To add to it, a man that pays attention to detail. Okay. So it's like if he sees that you're looking at a certain item or a certain vacation or whatever, and he surprised you with it, like.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why I like surprises, but.
See, I totally agree with you, Liz, because I'm real iffy on that, because it really depends on their love language sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I was in a relationship with a guy who he just loves to be around me, right? So he would literally pop up because we live in 2 different cities.
Yeah. No.
Don't pop up on me. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Some people say,
Do
"Oh my
not do
God,
that.
my baby's here." Don't do that
No,
with me.
no,
That's one way to piss me
No.
off because
Yeah, man.
that means you didn't take into consideration everything that I have going on
Like
in my day,
Mhm.
and now I have to take into account. Okay, now you're here, so I need to make room and make time. Now that you're here,
Yeah, no.
So certain surprises, it fucks me up.
Yeah.
But it goes to the point, like, men, pay attention to detail. You know what I'm saying? Like, through conversation with you guys, a man will be able to say, you know, y'all gonna like, look, I like my time. You know, B loves her time in her bed. You know what I mean? Like, E gotta have her time in her gym. Like, even our listeners know that about us. So it's like, if y'all pay attention to details, certain things you just should not do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yes. All right. What else you got?
What, I got two more. Shit. Shit, I don't know.
I got one for you, or a suggestion. He gotta work out. This one right here, not work out, but like,
I mean, I want to say he has to work out, but you have to kind of like want to take care of yourself a little bit, you know, or make some effort of wanting to look. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, you need to lay off that little Twinkie you got over there or whatever you eating, because you're looking kind of fat. I'm gonna let you know. Or we can go to the gym together. Like, I don't mind doing that, but like, if you not, I mean, you can't be lazy. You gotta wanna, you know, better yourself.
Okay, can you give us a physical trait? And don't say not fat.
I'm big on hygiene. So my nigga,
that is huge. That is major.
Like, there's no way
important.
You are coming near me with your breath.
blunt fingers.
Your fingers are dirty.
Oh,
I'm out.
Oh my goodness! If it got like that little yellow tint,
that's actually not bad. That's not bad. That's literally a part of, like, especially in brown
the melanin.
skin.
Yeah, melanin. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you roll so many blunts that it turns the color of your fingernail. That's what I'm talking about, because I know the difference of the melanin thing. Like, I'm dark skinned too, but like, yeah, when it's like dirty and your fingers smell, like cigarillos.
See,
that is so. It's your breath. It's your balls.
Oh, your ears. Oh, when they got shit like just like.
I haven't met anyone like that, but that's disgusting.
I have. So I went on a date with a guy. I was in high school, and we went to a basketball game, and I remember looking over at him, and I could see just his ears. I was like, "What the? A Q-tip, a washcloth, something." And he had cornrows, so you're getting your hair braided. Is no one's telling you about your shit?
You know another thing,
that's number 6 for me. So that's number 6.
I'm with y'all. You know another thing that's nasty? When they constantly gotta spit. What the fuck is going on with your nasal drip? What's wrong
with your sinus, my nigga?
Like, you mixed with camel, my nigga? Like, what the fuck? And they do that. Like, what? Oh my God, you need to go get that checked out.
You got too much mucus in here.
Right, you got allergies all year, 365, I think.
I cannot. It is disgusting. Okay, so
okay, wait. One more.
Okay.
Razor bumps. Niggas, y'all need to take care of that shit.
Right, they do.
Like, razor bumps. Like, oh my God.
Like, some have them in the back of their head, their neck, their pubic hair.
They need to figure out how to take care of that, because men be trying to get on us about, you know, our razor bumps, our pricklies down there, and be like, well, we need to, you know, go ahead and get lasered and all that. No, you need to get all that fixed up, brother.
Stop using dirty ass razors. Shit.
Ooh. All right, so we're gonna go off into our red light special. If you guys have a question for us, the ladies of the Crazy Sexy Cool podcast, shoot us a DM on Twitter and Instagram, Crazy Sexy Cool Pod, and our email address at crazysexycoolpod@gmail.com. And we just may answer your question on our show. So we've had a lot of people hitting us up now that Miss Jazmine Sullivan has released. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think so far, and we're just in January, but this is feeling like R&B album of the year. I'm getting those vibes.
Go. Let's do it.
I'm getting those vibes. Jazmine Sullivan has a new album entitled Heaux Tales, and she spelled Ho. How she spell it?
Heaux.
Heaux.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Heaux.
Is that French?
Yeah, I guess some people will spell it because of how it's pronounced.
No, I get it.
So,
but
like,
I'm saying, is that spelling? I wonder if that spelling is French, because
if you translate what that translates to in French.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I believe that's African American vernacular English.
Oh,
AAVE.
Okay.
That's just black shit.
Oh, that's Twitter. That's Twitter English.
Twitter talk.
Twitter. Y'all got your own way of spelling shit.
Well, y'all, Twitter. You on Twitter, nigga?
No, I mean you
getting better. You getting better.
You're the ambassador.
I'm so proud.
I'm
so proud of y'all.
Thank you. I really had to like put some brain matter behind that post I did not that long ago.
So
we tried.
So she actually had to tag Meek to it because Jazmine said something like, well, she said, "I'll pay his rent if he nasty." Now, based on what we talked about last week, I had to tag Meek to it because, she had said some things last week about, what she would like to do, kind of like a fantasy type thing. And so it led people to ask us, have we ever tricked off on a man before? Now, I don't know what this person considers tricking.
Right.
But I feel like sometimes whenever a woman buys a guy anything or does anything financially for a guy, women would be like, what? That's crazy. Like, why would you do anything like that? And some people would consider that tricking. But have you ever done anything for a guy
financially?
Yeah. Meek?
Wait, y'all looking at me?
I am.
No.
Elizabeth answer.
No.
Hell no.
No.
You haven't done anything. Like, have you ever bought a birthday gift or something?
That doesn't count. I don't like that. I don't like that at all because that doesn't count.
Saying,
and to be honest,
it's subjective.
No, that doesn't count. Like, me paying somebody's rent and me buying a nigga a gift is two different things. Like, so on his birthday, he don't get no birthday gifts. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Have you ever done anything lavish, like as a birthday gift, like designer or
First
something?
off, I don't give them white folks my money. Nothing against those that do. That's cool. But
designer's black too. Come on now.
Cool. But when you say designer, most people talk about
immediately
Gucci,
think about white
them houses. You know what I mean? Them houses. I don't do that, and I'm definitely not buying no dude none of that at all. Lavish. Damn, I'm really trying to think. No, I don't think I have. Like, the last gift I got a dude a Kobe Bryant jersey. It was costly, but like, me and him were dating, and Kobe Bryant.
Did he ask for it?
No, he didn't ask for it, but it was one of those things of his girlfriend just paying attention to details and knowing that, like, you know what I'm saying, that's something that he likes. So I'm going to get it for him. But I don't like that. I feel like there is, I'm not going to sit here and say that there's no such thing as tricking. There's definitely a thing as tricking, but I don't like how people try to merge, like, gift giving to tricking. Like, if I got a dude that's tricking off on me and he's giving me gifts, the exchange is for a good time. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, whether it's my presence or sexual intercourse, one of those. But like, one of those things. if he's sending me gifts. I've had guys, sending me flowers, and I consider it tricking if it's someone that I normally wouldn't do it if you weren't doing those things. Like I wouldn't engage with you if you weren't investing in me financially. Now, if you're a dude that I'm actually into, I do not count it as tricking. If you're dropping off, say what? Right.
You're dropping off good dick.
Now, what I would count as female tricking is like if this nigga really not into you, but he like giving you dick, and then you over here like paying his bills, buying him a PS3 or a 5, 6, whatever the fuck they are, and all that type of shit, and he really not trying to you're tricking, sis. Like that bro has no interest in being with you, ever wifing you, or anything like that. That is a trick. But if I am with someone that I'm into and they're showing the same common interest, I don't count that as fucking tricking. I count that as buying my man a gift. He's buying me gifts. He's taking me on dates. He's flying me out. There's nothing wrong with me buying.
Laying that D.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't count that as the same.
I'm going to answer this question and say, no, I've never tricked off on a man before. Not saying that I wouldn't, but I've always dated guys who are well off financially, and sometimes they are the hardest people to buy gifts for, period. Because it's like they really can get anything they want. So what do you do for someone who has everything? So no,
that's not tricking. That's my point though. Like if you're dating someone or y'all courting each other, you know what I mean? Because you have dudes that's like, oh, let me go fuck this bitch real quick. Like she gonna pay my phone bill. Like that. Those actions actually happens somewhere in the world.
I have been with guys. I have dated guys who are like that for me. Like they trick off on me, but I would love to return the favor, but I just can't because they are so well off financially. It's like, well, I can't pay his rent. Like I can't buy a car. I can't.
But you would pay his rent is that what you're saying? If you wanted to do it.
It's just a different quality of man, I guess.
But I question it. I question it though, because like on those situations, if you remove the money, like would you still engage? Like if he was, I don't want to say a regular, but if he wasn't what he was or who he was, would you still interact? Now, if the answer is no, then all right, then maybe you would trick. Like,
yeah.
Look.
Elizabeth?
What?
You already just said no. Like it's absolutely you've never.
No, I have not tricked off on a dude,
and
I totally agree with what.
Time out. Y'all the most assistant. I'ma just pass this on to the left as looking like avoiding
what
questions.
happened?
What didn't happen?
Bethany, she asked you that question.
Oh, what? What was the question?
Oh, sis, you so good. You was so good. I'm gonna go ahead and stall you out. Go ahead, E. Go ahead, cause I ain't gonna drill you. Go ahead, E. Go ahead. I just had to make that a point. Go ahead, E. Nothing.
Okay, I was saying.
I'm just glad you caught that, E. I know I'm not crazy, but go ahead.
I was saying. I agree with Meek with like if that's your dude and you buying him gifts and you dropping off that D and y'all into each other, that's not tricking. But have I ever tricked off on a dude and just no? Hell no.
Yeah, no.
It's just not. It's not my character. I'm not doing it. I'm just not about to be like, oh, let me pay your rent. Like
negative.
I got a whole.
I would never. I would never. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go on record, and this is just how my pussy is set up. I don't know how Jazmine's pussy is set up, but ain't no dick that damn good where I'm dropping down somebody else's rent. That's not happening.
He even said in the song he was living at his mama house.
No, look, there's a line. There's a line of desperate, like.
No.
No, that's desperate. Like, I understand that.
It was that good.
But I understand that there is a scarcity, like it's like shortage. it's a shortage in good dick, you know, in 2021. Definitely is. I understand that. I definitely understand that. But yeah, pay your rent. You stay in, but so it's not his rent, it's his mama's rent.
Oh, you know what?
Ain't that a story? Dick so good, I pay your mama rent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, Meek, you said you haven't listened to Jazmine's album?
No.
Liz, you listened to the whole thing?
I think I had I listened to the whole thing. Because I was finishing like one song when we started.
So, out of five mics, how many mics do you give this album?
Out of 5?
Because I'm gonna give it 5. I give it 5.
No, I'll give it 5 because like you said, it wasn't that long. She still had like little skits in there where it's like she had a few songs with Ari Lennox that was fire. Yeah. Her that was fire. And she had some fire features on there. So yeah, it was dope.
I can't wait until we all have listened to it, because I would love, like, this album really touched on some topics that I think are kind of like personal for like each one of us. Like, there's something for everyone on this album. And I would love to revisit. We're going to circle back and talk about this album maybe next week. Can we do that?
You just like took the listeners to commercial. We're going to circle back. I'm going to about Jazmine's album when we come back. Stay tuned.
More after the break. Yeah, so before we wrap this up though, Meek, do you have a quote this week?
I actually do. Okay, so we didn't talk about it, and it was on purpose because everybody's talking about it. Shit, CNN got this shit on fucking repeat, like, and nobody asked for that. I know y'all saw World War Z and The Walking Dead. What day was that? What day did it happen? Whatever, one of those days. You know, they had the meth head zombies climbing the wall and shit. You know what I mean? Like, didn't know what. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, talking about they taking over their house. You know, like, yeah, definitely on some World War Z type shit. So I just thought I'd just like pull one of those presidential quotes that like fit the matter, and then that's the only energy we're gonna give these folks, because this ain't our problem. So white folks listening, y'all need to go take it up with y'all brothers.
And that's real. When the news hit, I was just sitting there watching, like, oh, okay, this is fun. With a popcorn. I'm about to watch these people go crazy. Because I felt like we didn't need to state the obvious, like, black people can't, we can't get away with it. Yeah, we know that, okay? Now let's have fun watching these white people go crazy.
Bro, they climbed the wall. One fell like he was falling from the WWE gate. Like, I was like, bro. And then they were like, well, what are you guys gonna do? I don't know. Like, bro, they all got juiced up on some type of meth, some type of something. It was like, let's go. Yeah.
It was so entertaining. Yes, what's our quote?
So it's from Lyndon B. Johnson. He's not America's best president. I mean, favorite president. I believe he comes after Nixon as like one of the worst presidents that we've had. But now we got Trump, so maybe he's number 3. It says, if you can convince. Well, no, some people love Reagan, so that's up for debate. Some people love him, yeah.
But there's a lot of black people locked up because
black people, yes. If you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, you won't notice you're picking his pocket. I mean, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. He said, hell, give him somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you. And I picked that because out of all of this, the media has been able to muddy the narrative as like so perfectly. I don't realize that like y'all fighting for similar things. When I'm talking about like economically. I'm not gonna touch on the race thing, but when it comes down economically, when it comes down to like the hit of COVID, a lot of people are like having the same wants. Like when they did the polls, most people's concern was like was unemployment and so on. So yeah, like because they've been able to push certain narratives, it's starting to ignite this like race war and all this other stuff, and people are acting fools, climbing walls. You know what I mean? Like looking
defecating
that
in the Capitol, smeared it on walls. Disgusting. Yeah, it's great. It's great entertainment. I love watching everything just kind of crash and burn.
Low key, time out. Low key, I wish that there was a machine I could go into where I could like kind of like reverse situations where it's like if like the BLM protest was like all white people, you know, with tanks and shit, and then like if this was like all black people, just to see, you know, like an alternative reality, just to see what I know what it would kind of be, but to see what would happen, that would just be really interesting to me. So
yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. We will see you guys next week. Holla at us on Twitter and Instagram. We out.
Peace.
Peace.